High-speed rail was a major talking point in the governor's 16th and final State of the State address. He said from transportation to renewable energy, California is setting the pace for America.
There are critics, there are lawsuits, lots of them, and there are countless obstacles. But California was built on dreams and perseverance, and the Boulder Path is still our way forward.
And the governor wants to make sure that California is heading down that Boulder Path at high speed.
KPIX 5 political reporter Melissa Caen tells us Brown used part of his speech to double down on the state's billions over budget bullet train.
I make no bones about it. I like trains. I like high-speed trains even better.
Governor Brown is a man on a mission to build high-speed rail. This, despite recent revelations that the first segment currently being built in the Central Valley is over budget by 35%, for a total of $10.6 billion. During his State of the State address today, he implied that a billion-dollar cost overrun is just part of the process.
Like any big project, there are obstacles. There were for the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, for the Golden Gate Bridge and the Panama Canal. I'll pass over in silence the time it took to build the Bay Area Bridge. That was almost 20 years. And by the way, it was over budget by $6 billion on a $1 billion project.
Assemblyman Phil Ting is a supporter of high-speed rail, and he agrees with the governor that projects often cost more than expected.
I think we need to focus on making sure that the cost estimates are correct, but there's always going to be a certain level of unpredictability with high-speed rail.
What level is tolerable? I mean, like, if it's $1 trillion,
yeah.
I mean, is it really, is there a limit?
Absolutely, right. I mean, absolutely. That's why I think, we have this one leg that's going to San Jose. We have the electrification of Caltrain. Those seem like very obvious legs to complete. But you're right. I mean, we're building it right now. At some point, is there too much? And I don't know exactly when that point's going to come.
But East Bay Republican Catherine Baker says this project is not a good use of taxpayer money.
I think Californians really deserve so much better.
She says the high-speed rail project needs more oversight.
We can't ignore the cost overruns, the contractual lawsuit problems they've had, the lack of private funding, and it's not high speed because of the way they've shown the project, and it's 7 years over time. So we cannot ignore those facts.
And even Bay Area Democrats who support high-speed rail agree that more oversight is needed.
As legislators, we want to make sure that our money is being well spent, that we have the accountability measures that we need, and that's certainly what I'll be looking for as we move forward on this project.
Now, just this week, Democrat Senator Jim Bell and Republican Assemblyman Jim Patterson requested that the state auditor do an immediate review of the whole project. And just today, the editorial boards at the Mercury News and the East Bay Times called for a stop to the high-speed rail project. Melissa Caen, KPIX 5.
And like Melissa just said, construction on the first phase of high-speed rail is underway in the Central Valley. KPIX 5's Vazquez is in Fresno to show us what it looks like.
Behind me is one of the major construction sites of the high-speed rail, right here on East Hardy Avenue in Fresno. This is one of 18 construction sites here in the Central Valley in Fresno, Madera, and Kings counties. Since the governor officially broke ground 3 years ago, about 1,600 union laborers, from technicians to machine operators to carpenters, have been working on the sites, doing foundation work, pouring concrete, and setting forms for structures. The spokesperson for the high-speed rail tells me the plan is to have a large portion of the high-speed rail project, a train running from San Jose to Bakersfield, finished by 2025. In fact, we could see that train running as soon as 2023 without passengers for testing purposes. Eventually, the plan is still to extend the bullet train tracks so that folks can ride from San Francisco all the way to Los Angeles by the year 2029. That's if all goes to plan. In Fresno, Joe Vazquez, KPIX 5.